Every single year, ordinary people just like you hand over more than $5 trillion to criminals, and most of them never even realize they have been robbed until the money is already gone. 5 trillion. That is not a typo. That is larger than the entire economy of most countries on Earth, and almost none of it is ever recovered. Welcome to GetRich, where we follow the money and expose the truth behind it. Here is the part that should terrify you. The people who fall for these scams are not stupid. They are doctors, teachers, engineers, retirees who spent 40 years saving carefully. The smartest victims are often the easiest targets, and by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why. But first, let me show you the machine that takes their money, because once you see how it works, you will never look at a get-rich-quick promise the same way again. Let us start with the oldest trick in the book. The one that refuses to die no matter how many times it is exposed. The Ponzi scheme. Now you have probably heard the name, but I promise you do not actually understand how simple and how evil the mechanics really are. Here is the entire thing in one sentence. A Ponzi scheme pays old investors using the money from new investors, and it produces absolutely nothing of value in between. Think about that for a second. There is no business. There is no secret trading strategy. There is no genius algorithm. There is only a river of cash flowing in from new victims, and a thin trickle flowing back out to keep the early ones happy and bragging to their friends. And that bragging is the fuel. Every satisfied early investor becomes an unpaid salesperson, dragging in their family, their co-workers, their church, their entire community. The scheme grows because the victims recruit each other. But here is the fatal flaw, the thing that guarantees every single one of these schemes will collapse. It needs exponential growth to survive. To pay 10 people, you need to find 20. To pay those 20, you need 40, then 80, then 160. Run that math forward just a little while, and you would need more investors than there are human beings on the planet. So the collapse is not a risk. It is a mathematical certainty. The only question is when, and whether you are still holding a chair when the music stops. The most famous example took roughly $65 billion from thousands of victims over decades, and the man running it was respected, trusted, and considered a pillar of the financial world right up until the morning it all fell apart. Charities were wiped out. Families lost everything. Some victims lost their entire life savings in a single afternoon. And the warning signs had been there for years, sitting in plain sight, ignored by almost everyone. I will tell you exactly what those warning signs were in just a moment, because they are the same red flags appearing in brand new scams right now, today. But first we need to talk about how the Ponzi scheme evolved, because criminals are nothing if not adaptable. When the internet arrived, the scammers did not disappear. They simply put on a new costume, and that costume was crypto. The crypto rug pull is the Ponzi scheme wearing a hoodie and speaking in technology buzzwords. Here is how it works, and it is breathtaking in its speed. A team launches a shiny new coin or token. They build a slick website. They flood social media with promises of changing the world, financial freedom, and getting in early before everyone else. They pay influencers to pump it. The price rockets upward as excited buyers pour in, terrified of missing out. Everyone is celebrating. Everyone is screenshotting their gains. And then, in a single moment, the founders pull all the money out and vanish. The website goes dark. The social media accounts get deleted. The token that was worth real money is suddenly worth nothing at all. This can happen in months, in weeks, sometimes in a matter of hours. One project took its investors for an enormous sum and then simply ceased to exist, with the people behind it slipping away into the anonymity that crypto can provide. Billions of dollars have evaporated this way, and because it crosses borders and hides behind digital wallets, catching the criminals is extraordinarily difficult. Now you might be thinking, I would never fall for a random internet coin. Fair enough, but the scammers know that too, which is why the next category is so dangerous. Because this one does not feel like a scam at all. This one feels like a community. This one feels like family. I am talking about the multi-level marketing trap, the MLM. And I need you to pay very close attention here, because this is the one most likely to touch someone you actually know and love. You have seen it. A friend you have not spoken to in years suddenly messages you out of nowhere. They are so excited about an amazing opportunity. They want to help you become your own boss, escape the 9-to-5, and join their team. The products might be supplements, makeup, leggings, essential oils, financial education, anything at all. But here is the secret: the products almost never matter. Because the real money in these structures does not come from selling products to customers. It comes from recruiting other people to join beneath you, and then taking a cut of everything they buy and everything they recruit. Sound familiar? It should. Strip away the lipstick and the vitamins and you are looking at the exact same pyramid structure as a Ponzi scheme, just dressed up to look legal. And the numbers are brutal. Study after study has found that the overwhelming majority of people who join these companies, often well over 99%, lose money. They do not earn a fortune. They end up with a garage full of products they cannot sell and a credit card bill they cannot pay. But the cruelest part is the psychology. These organizations are engineered to make you blame yourself. Did not make money. You did not work hard enough. You did not believe enough. You did not buy enough inventory. You let your team down. So victims stay silent out of shame. They keep buying and they keep recruiting, dragging the people closest to them down into the same hole. The emotional damage often outlasts the financial damage by years. And that brings us to the final boss of financial fraud, the most modern and arguably the most insulting of them all, the fake finance guru. You know exactly who I mean. The young man standing in front of a rented sports car in a rented mansion, telling you that he made millions and now, out of pure generosity, he wants to teach you his secrets. For a price, here is the dirty truth. That car is often rented by the hour. That mansion is frequently in short-term rental booked just for the photo shoot. And the millions he claims to have made trading or investing, he did not make them trading. He made them selling courses to people exactly like you. The entire image is the product. The wealth is the bait. He is not rich because he followed his own advice. He is rich because thousands of people paid him hundreds or even thousands of dollars for a course full of recycled information they could have found for free. And many of these gurus take it a step further with something that sounds harmless but is anything but: the mentorship program, the exclusive trading group, the Signals channel, where for a monthly fee you get to follow their picks. Except the picks are random. The wins get screenshotted and the losses get quietly deleted. And the only person guaranteed to profit is the guru collecting your subscription every single month. So now, finally, let me give you the protection I promised. The red flags. Memorize these because they appear in every single scam I have described today, without exception. Red flag number 1. Guaranteed returns. Real investing always carries risk. Anyone promising consistent, guaranteed profits with no downside is lying to you. Full stop. Red flag number 2. Pressure to act now. Scammers manufacture urgency because they cannot let you think clearly or do your research. A real opportunity will still be there tomorrow. Red flag number 3. Returns that are too smooth or too good. If the profits never dip, never wobble, and always beat the market, that is not skill. That is fiction. Red flag number 4. The money comes from recruiting, not from a real product or a real service. If you have to bring in other people to get paid, you are inside a pyramid. Red flag number 5. They flash wealth instead of showing proof. A genuine expert shows you verified results and audited numbers. A fraud shows you a rented car and a fake smile. And the single most powerful defense of all, the one rule that would have saved nearly every victim in this entire video. If you do not understand exactly how the money is being made, do not give them your money. Confusion is not a sign that they are smarter than you. Confusion is the weapon. They want you dazzled and dazed because a confused person is an easy target. The truth is, these scams have not changed in over 100 years. The names change. The technology changes. The costumes change. But the machine underneath is always the same. feeding on hope, on trust, and on the very human dream of a better life. And as long as that dream exists, the predators will keep coming. If this video opened your eyes, hit like and subscribe to GetRich. It helps us reach more people before scammers do. We're just getting started, and the next investigation is even bigger. Also, tell us in the comments, have you or someone you know fallen for one of these scams? Which one? Your story could help warn others and prevent someone from losing their money. Speak up and help expose these scams.